Thank you so much. Sheree Martin is throwing out my program, Head of Retail Banking and Group Customer Experience, Inside Banking with NCB. I've got an interview lined up in 9 minutes and your time is now short. How do I do this? Let's get to it. Inside Banking. We'll make up time next week if we can.
Sure.
Good to have you.
Good morning. Good morning, Emily. Good morning, everyone. So this morning we wanted to just, acquaint the listeners with the move we've made around electric vehicles in the country. And thinking about just what Jamaica needs to be able to transition to electrification of the transportation sector, which is a way to help our country lower some of our costs, particularly in the area of fuel dependency, and obviously contribute to a cleaner environment given the improvements that electric vehicles provide in terms of emissions. And so, we were cognizant of what those implications would mean, and we know that financing is a key enabler for e-mobility. And so, coming out with an electric vehicle loan for persons interested, we do have a lot of early adopters in the country. We do have people seeing the benefits of transitioning to this kind of vehicle. It's not a novelty anymore. It's pretty much mainstream in a lot of countries overseas. Our Barbadian neighbors have the highest per capita of EV penetration, and there's nothing stopping Jamaica from going in that direction.
Right. I think the UK has recently set a target as well for achieving a certain percentage, but it's great that you're in it. So tell me now how this works.
Yes. So we have partnered with a number of dealers. We work with pretty much all the dealers on the island, and so they have in their fleet electric vehicles. You have hybrids, you have plug-ins, you have battery, full electric. And the range of electric vehicles at different price points means that Jamaicans now have an opportunity to select a more fuel efficient, certainly more energy efficient, vehicles to transport themselves in. And so with affordable financing, which is what we're offering, your ability to access that, should not be as daunting as it would have been before. There are other enablers, clearly. You need your charging stations. You're probably seeing more and more entities. That just saw something recently about Total, installing their charging station in conjunction with JPS in Portland. I think they have maybe 3 or 4 other locations across the island. We have private investors looking at charging stations. Just yesterday, we were talking with a company that has brought in electric scooters for, think about, deliveries, for instance, bearers. All the market is being created, and it has been steadily building for a while. But, we're seeing where financing could be an enabler to jumpstart and to even take it further.
So where do these loans begin in terms of quantum?
So you can borrow up to $15 million for one of these vehicles. The interest rates are as low as 6.65.
No can do car interest rate lower than mortgage,
Well,
no. That can't be right at all, Miss Martin. Every time I hear these things, I have a problem, huh?
It's a promotion, so it's just for
yes, so I have to promote host to man.
Yes, yeah.
6.5, and I bet the mortgage is now at 6.99 at least.
Yes, yeah.
Look at that.
But, are seeing persons access mortgages at those rates. But yes, pricing is always a concern, and we do our best. So things like, commitment fees, years to pay, those things help with the overall cost to the borrower.
Yeah.
So we built all of that in.
So how do we get one of these loans now?
How
do we apply?
So you can go to any of the dealers. They have the ability for us to be able to provide financing on the spot. You can speak to any NCB rep online. We have another website called drivejncb.com, so you can also start the process online yourself and have us complete it for you. So drive.jncb.com, start a new application. You'll be contacted by a rep within a business day, and it's as easy as that.
No, I'm not going to take anything from this, but when you come back, you see this inside banking, I want you to tell me that the application for mortgage process is as easy as that.
Yes.
It has to be comparable. This is a depreciating asset. I'm going to buy a $15 million car and now buy a $6 million house. If you put a house for $6 million, we complain. But a car for $15 million, people are driving them around all the time. Yeah?
We're happy to come back and talk about the market.
Yes, please tell your people I'm complaining bitterly because I like appreciating assets.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So,
No,
yeah, go ahead.
talk about the mortgages, not a problem.
Yeah. All right. So you simply go into one of the dealers, and by the dealers, you mean one of these car places?
Yes, ATL, Toyota, Magna, Stewart's. I mean, we electric vehicles are part of their fleet. Hybrids for sure.
Yeah.
At least have been mainstay. But you do have some that are carrying full electric vehicles today.
I didn't know all of these dealers had electric cars.
Yes.
That's
yes,
brilliant.
Yes,
Because I'm quite ready. And then what about the charging ports? Are you working on ensuring that we have sufficient numbers of those across?
And lots of them, that's why the hybrid is a good transition vehicle, because it charges itself, and you can use gas and switch over to electric as you need to. You have the plug-in hybrids where you can just plug in at home. There's a concept around solar car parks. So just imagine going somewhere, plugging in your car, and it's being powered by not electricity from the grid, but from a solar panel or two. So you're seeing this whole market being built out, and as I said, a very clear ecosystem play with all the enabling parties coming together. So we're very excited about what e-mobility means for Jamaica.
That's excellent. I mean, where NCB has gone, as I said, is commendable, especially when we see what the emissions from the motor vehicles are doing to the environment and the urgency of the climate change that is necessary, which was looked at COP 26 the other day. All right. Anything else you want to tell me quickly before I have to wrap you and give you 5 minutes back next week, Ms. Martin?
No. Thank you so much for having us. And as usual, we look forward to talking and getting into some of the issues around banking with you and listeners every week. So thank you for that as well, Emily.
Appreciate it. Please come back and talk to me about house next week so people can think about the house going into 2022 and we can step up in a life.
Sounds like a plan.
Thank you. All right. Take care. Sheree Martin, Head of Retail Banking and Group Customer Experience Inside Banking with NCB. Break time.